Welcome to Metabolic Maestro. We're touching on the perfect exercise routine. What is the perfect exercise routine? There is none. Big surprise. There is no perfect exercise routine. Zero. And I know you knew that. Deep down in you, you knew that. There is the perfect exercise routine for you. There's the perfect exercise routine for me. But to just have a one blanket perfect exercise routine, nah, doesn't exist. I wouldn't even go as far to say that there's a perfect exercise routine for weight loss, for building muscle, for building endurance. Nah, I wouldn't say that. The perfect exercise routine, even for myself, my perfect exercise routine, guess what? I need to be tuned in to, first of all, access that. And then, on a daily basis, whatever that routine is, it's going to be slightly different. Every day is going to be a slight adjustment to this routine. More reps, less reps, more sets, less sets, altered different types of breathing patterns, longer rests, shorter rests. This all varies every day, day to day, depending on your goals, your vision, and ultimately depending on what your real self, your higher self, the God within you is telling you to do. When you look at going deep into yourself, going into the silence, practicing, having a practice of stillness where you regularly enter the silence on a daily basis to connect with the God in you, with your real self. When you start to develop a relationship with that through constant contact, you become aware of what it feels like. You become aware of what's in you and what's out of you, and the similarities, the sameness, the oneness that is all. You really start to tune into that frequency, and then from there you start to become aware of the nature of that gradually. It's a work in progress. I'm still on this journey, but I know, because I've done it enough to know that you do begin to form a relationship with it by constant contact. And then from there, certain ideas start to arise. Certain thoughts starts to flourish that you find is directing you in terms of what you want, in terms of your vision. And that's the thing. When you enter the silence, whatever guidance you're seeking is going to be based on your vision, your mental clarity of what you want. So if you're looking for a certain type of physique, a certain type of health, then it's imperative to have that as a clear mental picture. Clear. Like, I'm telling you, my mental picture is super clear. You see my shorts, you see my posts on YouTube, you see my videos. My mental picture is super clear. And thus, I don't deviate from having that type of physique. Super muscular, symmetrical, strong, vibrant, radiant. I mean, it's so clear. I see it. I'm always seeing myself like that. And there's been times when I haven't been like that for whatever reason. Maybe I was doing an extended fast, and so I just look super emaciated. Like I've really done some long-term fasts, and or maybe I went on a binge streak and then I just look super fat. Regardless, I always have that vision. Always, 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 always. That's that's my reality. That's the governor. That's the governor of how my body looks like, my health expresses constantly all the time. I've been on this journey of fitness since I was 7. First inspiration was Bruce Lee. I watched Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee and I was just moved. I mean, something just was beaming through that screen. Something was just, I mean, his magnetism, his aura, just the energy was just so potent that I just got hooked. I mean, literally almost right away. I think first of all, I went outside to go do some air kicks, kung fu kicks. You know how as a child you get so motivated when you see some kind of intense action movie or even comedy or whatever. You get so inspired and you just want to copy it exactly. So that's what I wanted to do. And then I went ahead and started doing sit-ups and push-ups. And since then, I just haven't stopped. Been consistent. Can't say I was consistent every day, but I was definitely consistent. And I started getting into art, into drawing around age 9, 10. And I started drawing muscles right away. Lots of superheroes, Captain Planet, He-Man, a lot of like muscles. And that got ingrained in my psyche deeply. Just quality of muscle, how muscle looks like. And as I was drawing these figures, of course, I was imagining myself like that too. And so since young, since age 10 or so, 7 since I started, but getting that mental picture clear since age 10, it's 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 been deeply embedded. I'm telling you, it's like super embedded. And because of that, when I go into the silence and I'm receiving the guidance as to how to approach my fitness, I can tell you over the years I've gone through many different type of routines, from high intensity to high volume and everything in between. And I found my sweet spot. And like I said, it changes day to day, month to month, slightly. Variations, they vary because life is like this, so dynamic. And so depending on whatever circumstances, then my inner guidance is going to lead me to a routine, a setup that is ideal to be able to precipitate, manifest, embody that image that I have in my head as consistently as possible. So I just wanted to encourage you to dive into the silence, enter the silence, practice stillness, really start to get that vision clear of how you want to look, how you want to feel, just crystal clear. And then just be receptive to the guidance. You might see a video, try it out. You might read a book. You might hear people talking about something related to what you were just curious about. Go try it. Try lots of things. And you'll know if it's for you, and you'll know how to really make it yours. That's what I got for you today. There is no perfect routine. There is your perfect routine. It's my perfect routine. Time to go do it. I'm about to go hit it. You better go hit it too. Till next time, Be still.